Amy.
Hi, Gemma.
From Play to Learn Preschool. Thanks for joining us today. So we have a funny story for you before we get started on our light theory, or color theory on the light table. We have a beta fish in our classroom.
Yeah, his name's Rick.
Well, we used to have a beta named Bob.
Yeah.
And then when he died after 5 years, we have a new one named Rick.
He was a great fish.
He was a great fish.
He survived so many traumatic things.
He's an excellent beta. Anyway, we recently switched Rick to a new tank, and it has like 3 compartments. And so we bought Rick some friends. And they're each in their own little compartment, you know, so the betas don't bother each other. And we've just never named the other 2 fish. It's been like a month.
I want to call them Daryl and Carl. If anyone can guess why.
If you know why, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But we've been talking with our kids this week because they're like, Rick's friends, which is what we've been calling them. Rick's friends need a name.
So we've been also doing rhyming that I'm sure you all remember. So we're so proud of them for doing their rhyming.
So they're coming up with all these names that rhyme with Rick, and we're all of a sudden like, no, we are not naming the fish or anything else. We're not going with the rhyming name for Rick. So then they say, we'll name it with something that rhymes with fish.
Well, and then they said, we should name one of them Kiss.
Kiss, oh, that's a great
we
name.
have a lot of girls in the class, and
the next kid.
The next Kiss.
Like, I know what we should name the 3rd fish. He's like, we're calling Piss. All day today, they're like, hey Rick, hey Kiss, hey Piss.
We're like, no, let's choose
Stop.
different names.
We're going back. We're calling them Rick's friends.
But their rhyming was great.
Kids crack me up. We were like, we're not rhyming the names for the fish.
They're just gonna be regular old names.
Rick and
Daryl
Rick's fish.
And Carl.
So if you have any good suggestions for our beta names, we're open to suggestions. It does not have to rhyme with Rick
or Kiss
or anything else.
Yeah.
All right, today, thanks for joining us. I'm glad to see so many of you on here. It's nice to see familiar faces. We have been doing a little bit with color theory because it's spring here in Northern Virginia. We shared last week how we mix water in our sensory table using some turkey basters. It's one of their very favorite activities.
So much fun.
And that's a really high maintenance center. We talked about it in our video last week because you have to keep putting in new water and dumping the water and cleaning out the table. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's tiring.
So this week we're doing color theory on the light table, which is not a lot of work, which is our kind of center.
Right, and it's quick to put out.
And the kids love it. It's like every time they go there, they discover something new, which is really an interesting center. So today we thought we would share with you some of the manipulatives, and your beta fish is named King Boo. That's a great name. Did the kids name it? We need some suggestions, clearly. Anyway, we put out some materials that we've purchased on the light table, but Miss Do-It-Yourself here has also been making some light table materials for color theory.
They come to me sometimes when I'm just driving to Jamie's. I'm like, I know what I'm going to do, and I walk in the door and Jamie's like,
she's like, I have a great idea.
I need to tell you what I'm going to do for the light table. She's like, good morning. I'm like, if I don't tell you, I'm going to forget, and then I'm stuck.
So we're going to share with you the supplies. The light table is easier for us to share when it's turned off. We will turn it on at the end to kind of show you what it looks like, but when it's turned on,
crazy. It's so bright,
and then we look like ghosts or like shadowy.
Yeah, it's hard to video with a light table.
Okay, so the light table supplies that we have out, these are the 2 supplies that we've purchased.
Yeah.
These are color paddles, and you can get them from Learning Resources. We actually got them with a book from our Scholastic Book Club, and they're the 3 primary colors. And of course, when you cover them up, you know, red plus yellow equals orange, yellow plus blue equals green, and then that was a little bit harder to see. Red plus blue equals purple, and then when you put them all together, it's hard to see, but it's brown. So they love to play with these. They look really cool on the light table. If you don't have a light table, you could always put them at the window or shine a flashlight through them, because that always looks really cool too. I'm going to take notes on all of the beta names. Keep them coming. It's one of those things where you start going down that path, and then very quickly Gemma and I realized, like, okay, stop with the names. This is going downhill fast. We also have these hexagons, and I was trying to find a link for them online.
We've had them for years and years and
I
years.
had these in my second grade
Yeah,
classroom.
they're old. They're really indestructible too, clearly.
They're clearly indestructible. It's the same concept as the paddles, so we just have other options. There's a red, a yellow, and a blue, and it's the same thing. You can put them on top of each other on the light table to make, it's really hard to see with them, to make new colors.
Can't really tell on there.
Really tell.
We'll show you when we tell them.
So those are the two things that we've purchased, but then here's Gemma's do-it-yourself creation.
I can't help it.
She's a do-it-yourselfer. I'm not.
am.
I'm an Amazoner. An Amazon primer. So we have small chunks of acrylic, thick plastic acrylic.
Sorry, just dropped it on our foot.
They come in tiles and in circles.
Yeah.
We bought them at the NACE conference, and again, I can't find them online, but you can find any kind of clear plastic.
Yeah.
And then what Gemma did, you can tell, I can show it to you.
Okay, so I found some colored dividers at the store.
They're just the office
I don't
supply
even
store.
remember where I got them from, but I'm sure you could find them anywhere in any office supply store, Walmart, Target, anywhere like that. And I cut them up, I ran it through the Xyron, the sticker part of the Xyron.
The permanent
and then,
adhesive,
yeah, the permanent adhesive, and I stuck them to the clear plastic. I wonder if I have any clear plastic ones to show. I'll try and get them out. And then stuck them, I only did it on one side, and I did some circles and
so
some rectangles.
The cool thing is when they put like the yellow rectangle down and then set a red circle on top of it,
See it on, without
it's
the
hard
light.
there, but on the light table then it turns orange. And so they're building with this little basket of, we didn't make too many, but this little basket of acrylic tiles that have a pocket protector glued down to them with the permanent adhesive.
I know where these ones are.
That's right.
See,
The other thing that we
should have done this before.
doing,
I am getting out our see how
Oh.
see it's not always special boxes.
bag
for
of
us.
clear acrylic tiles.
Yeah.
The other thing that we
See, they're
discovered,
just the clear pieces of plastic.
what if you could get those at Home Depot or someplace?
Well, probably
Like plastic,
maybe.
acrylic.
I would think, or at the craft store. Maybe they'd be like down the flower range. Maybe these ones might
Maybe.
be. I don't know. These are just the small.
They're just plastic, like little
Yeah.
acrylic tiles. Then the other thing that works really well on the light table is plastic folders. These are a little bit darker, so the colors are a little bit darker, but a plastic folder, and again, we just cut it up, on the light table shows up really nicely. So we have a stack of these cards for the kids, and we'll flip the light table on in just a second and show you how cool they look when they're,
Yeah, you can't see it until we put the light table.
well, you can sort of see
Kind
it.
of. That's the only one.
It's
I
like
think.
red and yellow, and then, you know, the overlap part is orange. And so our students are using this with the color tiles. They're using the color tiles on, you know, the hexagons, and they're just building. I've got some really great pictures to share with you later, but building and creating, and it's really like, every time they go over there, they're like, oh, look, if I put red and blue together, it makes purple. And we're like, yes. And do you remember that we did that last week in the water? Like, it's just that the more
And they're like,
experiences,
oh yeah.
yeah, and
That's what we were doing.
the more experiences they have with it, the more solidified the concepts will be. We also have a couple of books over here, and we've just been reading these to them, you know, as it comes up. If they're over here at the light table, we're kind of sitting near our quiet space, and so we might just invite them over to, you know, would you like to read a book about how you mix colors? So these are two of our favorites. This one is called White Rabbit's Color Book, which is about a white rabbit who jumps in different bowls of paint and doesn't shower in between. So he jumps like in blue,
He showers after the.
like blue and yellow, and then turns green and then takes a shower.
He runs out of water at the end.
Oh, right.
So then he's green, and then he gets into the red paint, and then there's nothing left in his shower, so he turns brown.
So it's a really cute book about a white rabbit turning different colors.
And you guys have probably seen this book before too. Mouse paint. It's the same concept as little mice. They're on a white piece of paper because they want to hide from the cat, which I think is really funny. I love cats, so it cracks me up. They're hiding from the cat, but they keep walking in the different color paint and making different colors to turn different colors. It's very cute.
And then we got the
Swatch
art
the
felt
colors.
set for this. We haven't pulled it out yet, but the art felt mouse paint set, which is really cute with the different colored felt mice So.
It is really sweet.
Color theory is a really interesting science experiment for preschool students. If you don't explore color theory with your kiddos, then we recommend it because it's good for 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, all the way up through, I mean, even elementary school age kids really enjoy exploring color theory.
It's really easy to set up too. You don't need very many things, and there's so many different ways that you can do it.
And it's not messy.
Sometimes it can be.
I like
messy. This one isn't, but some of the other ways you can do it really are messy. I like those.
We'll flip the cameras so you can see the light table turned on just for a minute, and then we'll flip back and say goodbye. So let me flip it around so you can see what it looks like when the colors are on. Okay, so this is the color theory light table, and we'll just show you what the different pieces look like when we mix them up. Okay. So here are, doesn't it look cool just with the light over it? And then you can see, oh, that one's really hard to see.
That one, about that one.
That's a pretty good thing. What if you put it halfway over each of them? Let's see, there you go. Look at that. Red, purple, blue, green, yellow. And then these cards, it's the same. When you put the, you know, when you put them over, you can see the different colors. And the acrylic tiles you can build right on it too. You know how that one turns orange. You can see it's red, orange, yellow, and then it's blue, and you put part of it over, and it turns green. So they love building over here with these different manipulatives. That's cool. Thanks. Nicely done, Miss Gemma. Okay. Anyway, those are ideas for exploring color theory on the light table. We hope you found something that you can use. If you don't have a light table, like I said, a flashlight is really good, or if you have a movie projector with a really bright light, we love to play with that, and you know, let them hold it up against the light, or even, you know, farther back, and it shines, sorry.
I'm falling off the camera.
Sorry. And it shines the light, you know, onto a wall or to the floor, projecting the different colors. So
or you can always use a desk lamp too if you don't have any of those fancy things.
Yeah,
desk lamp
up at the window. Exploring color theory is really a lot of fun. So.
You can even go outside and hold those pens.
Do that too. We hope you have an awesome afternoon playing and learning with your kids. Thanks for the suggestions on our fish name. We'll go back and take notes.
We'll let you know what we decide.
I have a feeling it's still going to be Rick's friends.
Rick and friends.
Rick and friends. We will catch you again next time. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. We appreciate you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.